Hi guys, welcome to my next tutorial. So today we are going to be doing this beautiful, amazing album. So the entire album will be made in this tutorial. So this is what the front looks like, guys. So as you can see, you are beautiful in every way. Beautiful flowers from Little Birdie, and look at the lace here. It's so beautiful. The spine is, and the back is here. You have laces here and all. Now let's open this up. So the closure is ribbon, guys. So when we open this up, you will have this wonderful pages. So this is magnetic here, guys. Let's open this up. So I have not piled in much of the photo mats. This album will contain much more than what I've put in this. So I have just put in some of the journaling cards here, but definitely it will hold more than what is been put here. So this is the tuck area where you can tuck many of your photos, and here is a small pocket where you can put in your picture mats. Now this part, only the sides and the top of this have been glued down so that you can stick a picture here. Okay, so this is one, and this page just closes up, and this is a side pocket where you can fit in really huge picture mats here. And let's open this up. This is the third page. So you have a magnetic closure here. This opens up like this, and this opens up like this. Here is a huge pocket where you can stuff in really lots of picture mats, and here this one here is a tuck area too, so you can put in small tags and something like that. Okay, and this closes up like this. So now this is a manual waterfall where you can just open this up, and this flows like this. Okay, let's close this up. So the next page would be two huge pockets, but before that there is a tuck area here. Okay, then there is a huge pocket here, and here this is also a tuck area where you can put small journaling cards or tags. Then let's open this up. So this is a huge tuck area, and you can paste a picture also here like this or like this, any how you like. So you can pile in much more picture mats here. And this is a double side pocket here. So this is the front pocket where you can put in several picture mats here, huge picture mats. And this is the front pocket. Okay, here also you can put in much larger picture mats. Okay, so this is the album which we are going to make today. So we will be making this album from the scratch, guys. That is from the cardboard till the end of the album we will be making together. So let's get into the materials list now. So you can use whatever materials that you have in hand, but I recommend some of the material, and I will give you the link for where I've purchased it also. So if you are interested in making this, you can definitely purchase it from there. Or if you have anything in your hand, you can definitely make this album with what you have in hand. So as you can see, this is a beautiful album. The sides also is neat and clean. So let's get into the materials list now. So let's start, guys. This is our first ingredient, Shabby Chic Bouquet. This contains 12 sheets of 250 GSM, and let's just take a look at what's inside for a moment. So this is the cover page. You see how cute these papers are. So this is what we will be using today, guys. So this is a wonderful tutorial. It can be used as a wedding themed album also, and also love themed album. See, these are the pre-punched doilies. This is a great thing to work with. These are the element sheet, and these are the journaling sheet. Today for this album I will be using only one pack of this, hopefully, but if you want to have more picture mats, you have to pick up a second one of this. So let's get into the next material now. And I will also be using these cardboards, cardboards which we normally get in any stores. And for flowers, I will be using this Little Birdie handmade flowers. This is Arcadia Amor. Okay, as you can see. Okay, code IBSC 43118, and this looks like this. So I will be using that. And for embellishments, I will be using these so cute gold crystals, heart crystals. I will be giving the link for where I have purchased this and the other materials also. So don't you worry, guys, you will get the link. And I will be using a thicker cardstock, which is 300 GSM cardstock for the pages and stuff like stuff like that. And I will also be using some thinner cardstock, which is less than 300 GSM, for wrapping the album and others. The next thing is, so I will be using magnets for this album. This album only requires 4 albums, guys. So I will be giving you the link for where I have purchased these magnets also. This is 8 mm by 1.5 mm, okay? 8 mm by 1.5 mm, as you can see, okay? So this one I will be using. Then the next most important stuff is this, which is it's kind of a bling on a roll. So as you can see, it's gold. You can get this at any craft store or at any fabric store also. So I will be using some of these. So guys, these are the variety of laces which I will be using. This one is, I think, 3 inches wide. This one is, I think, 1 inch. This one is maybe ½ inch or so. This one is 3/4 inch, and this one is just 3/8 inch. Okay, you can check your stash and use whatever you have in hand, guys. Okay, so these are the varieties of laces which I will be using. So next is for the closure ribbon. I will be using this rose gold ribbon for the closure. I bought this from Itsy Bitsy. The link for this will also be given in the description box. You can find mostly everything from Itsy Bitsy. The laces are also from Itsy Bitsy. So the next thing is, for the adhesives, I will be using Camlin white glue. This is really a strong glue. And the other one would be Fevicol A+ craft glue. Then the most important ingredient is this red tacky tape. So this is a very strong double-sided tape, transparent double-sided tape. I've already gotten into a pack of this. This is the ½ inch, and I will be using the 1/4 inch too. Okay. So as you can see, so this is a really very strong adhesive, guys. So your album won't fall apart if you use this. Then the next one is Tyvek. Tyvek is a very sturdy material. It won't tear. People use this for building, to construct buildings and all. So this is to ensure that your album doesn't fall apart in future, and it lasts for a long time. So Tyvek we will be using. So these are the dies I will be using, guys. The first one is my favorite, ornate borders and pockets. The first one is looks like this, and the third one looks like this. Okay, I love these both, so I will be using this one. And the Famicard leafy borders. It's a huge die, guys. This border looks like this, and this fan corner pocket looks like this. Okay, so I will be using this one also. And the last one is the regal borders and pockets, which looks like this. So this is my favorite also, so I will be using this. But people who don't have this can either use punches like this. This is a good 1.25 inch punch, and this one is from Dress My Craft, and this is 3/8 inch wide. And the example for this would be this one. Okay, this is an example of this one. So the next one is this is an example for this one. So as you can see, it's a great alternative. Okay, and the next one is for the Dress My Craft one. This is what the Dress My Craft one looks like, guys. Okay, so this is a great alternative for you guys if you don't have the dies. But even if you don't have these punches also, we will be adding trim along the way only. So you guys, if you don't have any of these, you can just not use anything and make a gorgeous album. Okay, this gold ink also I will be using for inking around the edges and something like that. Normal staples that are paper trimmer, scoreboard, and then some binder clips. This will be a great tool for you when you're working for your albums. Then some erasers, pencils, trimmers, scissors, bone folder, and of course hot glue gun, which we will be using for tacking our flowers and all. So this is what is the basic ingredients which we need. So now let's get into the tutorial. So in our pre-cutting guide, we had two 6.5 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall chipboard, that is cardboard. Okay, and the next one was 2 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall. Okay, so this is what we are going to be working with. Now let's cut a piece of cardstock that is 17.75 inch wide by 10 inches tall. Okay, so this is cut from an A3 sheet which was purchased from Amazon. We'll give you the link of that also. Now if you take these 3 pieces and keep this on top of this, it will be a good fit. Okay, just center this like this. Okay, and from this part measure a quarter of an inch. Okay, just a quarter of an inch gap, and place this piece here. Okay, so that it is even top and bottom. Okay, and from this place again measure quarter of an inch, and then place this here. Okay, so this is what yours should be placed like. Okay, now let's just draw lines. We have to center this from top to bottom, guys, don't forget that. Just draw a line only on the top and on the sides. Okay, just for a so that we don't place this at a wrong side. Okay, we don't have to erase this since we will not be it will not be visible once we are done. So now let's take out our glue, and I will be using this Camlin white glue because this is a very strong hold. And let's apply glue to the back of this cardboard. Okay, so I have applied glue, guys. Now just place it where you drew that line. Okay, be straight, guys. So before burnishing this down, let's take out our spine piece and let's apply glue to the back side, and let's glue that down 1/4 of an inch away from that from the other piece. Okay, so you see we've made a mark here. Just place this right over that so that it's even from top to bottom. Then apply glue to the next piece and glue that down. So I have applied glue, guys. Now again place this 1/4 of an inch away. Okay, make sure you are even on the top and at the bottom. Okay, this is done. Now let's flip this over and burnish this down really good. Okay, so now I am done burnishing mine down. Now let's take out our pencil. You see the edge of the cardboard here. Just right next to that, 1/8 inch away from that, make a mark. Okay, like this. Okay, hope you can see that really good. Now do the same thing for this side also. Okay, leave a little gap here and make a mark. Do the same thing for here also and here also. Okay, now take out your scissors and cut like this. Okay, just look at what I'm doing, guys, and cut up to this line here, the mark which you've made. Okay, so do the same for this side also. So now I am done snipping all my corners down. Now let's start folding this. Okay, just give this a little bend. Since this is a lesser weighted cardstock, it won't be that much difficult for you guys to fold this over. So this album is a standard sized album which is 6.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and you can make this for any occasion. Okay, just give this a little bend. And just fold this over. You can use your bone folder also to give this a good crease. Now, before gluing this down, let's take out our Tyvek, which is 1.5 inches by 7 inches tall. Okay, so if you lay this right at this groove, it will be a good fit side to side. Okay, so now let's apply glue to one side of the Tyvek, and let me show you. This Tyvek brings strength to this album, guys, so that it doesn't fall apart in future, and it will this album will definitely last for generations. So just center this from top to bottom so that it is even. Then apply glue for this side, this Tyvek. And again, center this from top to bottom, guys. Now, let's just burnish this down so that it stays in its place. Let's do that. So I have burnished mine down. Now let's apply glue on the sides. Okay, let's start folding this. Before that, let's apply glue to the corners. Okay guys, now just fold this in and burnish this down. Okay, use your bone folder to burnish this down. Give it a good crease and then apply glue this side. Wash your hands constantly, guys, because we are working with white cardstock. So flop this over and burnish this down with the help of your bone folder. Okay. So now the next thing we are going to do is, you see this place here, this corner, just push this inside. Okay, push this inside so that you will have a neat looking album at the end. Okay, just push this inside a little bit, guys, just a little bit, not much. Okay, so do the same for this side and this side. Okay, now you can apply glue to this part, to the bottom and to the top. And just fold this over like this. Okay, just burnish this down, guys, until it sticks. Use your bone folder. Now mine is down. Now let me flip this over and apply glue here. And fold this over like this and burnish this down. Okay, so I am done with mine, guys. The next thing we are going to do is cut a piece of cardstock that is 4 inches wide by 8 1/4 inches tall. Okay, 4 inches wide by 8 1/4 inches tall. Okay, now let's apply glue to the back side of this. And how this is going to be placed is like this, guys. Okay, it should cover the Tyvek pieces from side to side and make sure that you are even from top to bottom. Okay, so now apply glue to the back. And let me show you, guys. Don't fold your album yet, because after we place our spine piece, then let's start folding together. Okay, so I have applied glue and I am going to center this from top to bottom, and so that the Tyvek is being under this piece. Okay, Tyvek should not be showing. So this is a really important piece, guys. So burnish this down really good and let it dry for a while, and let me erase these pencil lines that are showing on mine. Okay, so mine is dry now, guys. Now as you can see, there will be an indent here, so hold this here and just bring this over like this. If your glue is dry under this, your piece won't buckle up, so just bring this like this, and now hold your hand here and bring this up like this. Okay, so your album is ready now. It should look something like this. Okay, guys, now the next thing we are going to do is, let's cut 3 pieces of cardstock which measures 6 3/4 inch wide by 8 1/4 inch tall. Okay, 3 pieces. Okay, 3 pieces. Now let's take out our scoring board and lay this piece so that it is 6 3/4 inch across, and let's all score at 6 1/4 inch. Okay, 6 1/4 1/4 inch. Okay, do this for all three. Okay, lay this so that it is 6 3/4 inches across and score at 6 1/4 inch. Okay, do the same for the last one also, 6 1/4 inch. Okay, now let's fold and burnish on all the score lines that we've made. Okay, so this is what yours should look like, guys. You should have folded your flaps here. Now let's set this aside and let's bring our album back here. So now, as you can see, your peak should be upwards, that is your flap should be at the back side. Now apply glue only till the score line here. Okay, you can use transparent double-sided tape also, that will be a best alternative, but you can use a strong liquid adhesive too. That is also a good option for you guys. I will be using this craft glue here. So apply a considerable amount of glue here, and now you see the fold here, just right next to the fold. Okay, just line that up, centering it from top to bottom, and glue this down here. Okay, the spine piece which you have already glued down there should match with the size of this piece here. Okay, so have that as an as a guide, and just stick this over and burnish this down really good, guys. That is a really important step. You have to burnish this down so that it stays. Okay, turn this over and burnish this down here. So now just flip this over. Your page should look something like this, as you can see. Now take the next one and apply glue the same way to the flap here. Okay, apply glue here, apply a considerable amount of glue. This is a really easy way of a hinging system, guys. There is other alternative for this one, this pages system, but this is what I like the most, and this is the easiest one amongst all. So apply glue, and just you see the last page that we glued down, just butt this up right next to that and glue this down. Okay, center this from top to bottom, match this up with the other page that we've glued down earlier, guys. So it will just be glued down right next to this, so that none of your paper beneath this will be shown. Okay, now just flip this up. If you are not even like this, that is if you are not even and if you are little crooked, it's okay, no problem. Do not scrap this album and start over, guys. Chances are there that no one will be able to see once you are done decorating all these pages. And apply glue to this part, and I will show you mine. So I have applied glue on mine. Now you see the other page that we've glued down here, just butt this right next to that page. Okay, line this up to the spine cover which we've already glued down from top to bottom. Now just burnish this down like this. Okay, so now I have burnished mine down, guys. Now as you can see, your pages should be even here, and when you close this, your album should look something like this, and it should be a gorgeous base for which we are going to prepare our pages. So as you can see, now let's start decorating our album. So I have cut two pieces of 12-inch ribbon here, the rose gold ribbon which I showed you earlier. So now this is our album, guys. You see the long side here, and the opening is to the right, and just center this up. Just eyeball this anywhere at the center. Just apply a reasonable amount of glue here, okay, for the ribbon to be adhered down. Now take out your ribbon and just glue this down like this. Okay, let it dry for a moment, guys. If you have these binder clips, now is the time to use it so that it stays. Keep this here, hold this for a moment and just let it dry for a moment. Now flip this over, and you can see where you've glued this one down, or you can leave this to dry, and then afterwards you can glue this here. Okay, now mine is dry. Now I'll just fold this over and hold this here and I can see where I glued down this. So right next to that, at the back side, apply glue and glue this one also down. Okay, and you can clamp this, or you can use your binder clips, and you can see whether it is even or not by holding it up like this. So use your binder clips to hold this down. Okay guys, so I have let my ribbon to dry. Now let's get into the paper pack so that we can start decorating our cover. The first print that we want is this print. You see, this is a very gorgeous print. Now the first cut that we are going to make is, we are going to flip this paper so that our lines are going horizontally this way. Now we are going to measure over 8 and 3/8 inch and cut. Okay, now let me show you. So this is the 8-inch mark, and I am going to line it up with the 8 and 3/8 inch mark. Okay, so now I will be trimming this up. Okay, and then the second cut that we are going to make is, put this in your scrap pile. That is, any leftover paper from your decorative papers will go into your scrap pile. So put this to your into your scrap pile, and looking at this paper like this, measure over 6 inches and cut, which is right at the half, right at the center. Okay, now let's just cut it at 6 inches. Now this is what you should have, 2 6 inches by 8 and 3/8 inch pieces. Okay, now let us take our album out, and mine should be dry by now. So let me take this off, and we are gonna check whether this fits here. Okay, so if you place this here, it should give a little border top and bottom, and on the right side, this side you will have a little bit more. Don't worry about that guys. So this should fit this way. Okay, hope you guys can see. As you can see, there is a little bit of white border all around. Now let's apply glue to the back of this, and let me show you guys. I have applied glue. Now I am going to center this from top to bottom, and I will be leaving the same amount of white border, top, bottom, and on the right side. Okay, maybe 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so let's glue this down. Just open this up like this, and take your burnishing tool and just burnish this down really good. Okay, don't worry about the left side guys, that it has more amount of white border. No problem, we will be wrapping over some lace there, so you will have no problem. So burnish this down really good guys. Now this is what your front should look like. Now let's flip this over to the back side guys, and let's take the other 6 inch by 8 and 3/8 inch piece that we have cut and apply glue to the back. I have applied glue to the back guys. So we are going to do the same thing which we did for the other side. We are going to line this up so that there is an equal amount of white border all around. Okay, maybe an 8 inch of border all around. Okay, and let's burnish this down really good. Okay, this is what your bag should look like guys, especially where the ribbon is. You guys have to burnish it down really good. Okay, now let's do something for the spine. Now in your reserves, that is in your scrap pile, you will have this one left over where you cut this piece. Okay, so now let's look at it so that this is 12 inches across, and measure over 8 and 3/8 inch and cut. Okay, so this is what yours should look like. Put this piece which is the leftover into your scrap pile. Now looking at it like this, measure over 2 inches and cut. Okay, let me show you. Measure over 2 inches and cut. Okay, this is the leftover piece. Put this to your reserves, and this is the piece which we want. Now let's take out our album and place this here and check to make sure that yours fits here. Okay, leaving the same amount of border all around. Okay, now apply glue to the back and glue that down. So as you can see, I have applied glue. Now let us just center this from top to bottom and side to side. Okay, leaving the same amount of border all around. Okay, and let's open this up like this and burnish this down really good. Okay guys, so now this is what your album should look like. The next thing for this part, what we are going to do is, let's take out our lace. I will be using this lace. If I place this down, you can see that your white part will no longer be visible. So I will cut one for this side and one for the back. Okay, and let me show you. So I have cut one for here and one for the back side. Okay, this is a self-adhesive lace, so you can just take off this backing here and just glue this down. This is quite a sticky lace, so you will not have a problem when you're sticking this. But if you are not sure that it will not stick, you can just apply your own adhesive to the back and glue this down. Okay, so now let's glue this down here. Okay, if yours is not glued down properly, you just can apply some glue here and use your binder clips to clamp that down. Okay, so now let's move on to the back side. Let's remove our adhesive and let's place this there. Okay, so now I have removed mine. Let me just place this here. Okay, if you have to overlap it a bit to give it a good fit, you can do that. Okay, now mine is down and it looks stunning, it looks beautiful. Just the paper itself is just amazing, as you can see, so beautiful here. Now let's move on to decorating the cover. Okay, in your paper pack you will find these amazing journaling cards. So you will have 12 journaling cards here. Let's just divide them up. You can see the division here on all. So let's just divide them up. Okay, so I have divided all my journaling cards up. So now for the center of this, you can choose any of these here, but I will be choosing this. You are beautiful in every way. So as you can see, mine are uneven in one side and the other side is just bigger and one side is small. So I am going to make it equal so that there is equal amount of brown here on all sides. Okay, so now mine is pretty even on all four sides. So now look into your white cardstock pile to fit this card to this, leaving a white border on all four sides. Okay, so if you glue this down, you can see of 1/8 inch border on all sides. Okay, so now after finding that, let's apply glue to the back of this piece and just glue that down to that one. Okay, like this, as you can see. Just apply glue and center this side to side and top to bottom. Okay, so that it has an equal amount of white border. Okay, so after gluing this down, take out your album and if you place this top to bottom, just eyeball this, guys. Top to if you center this top to bottom and if you center this from side to side, your album will look absolutely gorgeous. And so just apply glue to the back of this piece and just center this exactly how I am showing you guys. Okay, so you can just open this album up and just place this so that it is even. Okay, you can have these vertical lines as a guide and just glue this down and burnish this down with your bone folder. Okay guys, so this is pretty even here, so I will burnish this down really good. You can use a frame also for this part, but since this is a very simple album, I will not be using a frame, but you can use any kind of frame if you have. So let's get into our flower packs, guys. Let's open this up and first let's make sure where do we place this flowers here. Okay, let's confirm the alignment. So now I like this flower. You will have this double-sided tape behind this, but I am going to use my hot glue gun, so I will just take this out and place this here and this flower. So I will also be using this flower paper pack from Little Birdie. This is Item Sparkle Florets Amor Neo. So this has 60 pieces in it, but I have already used some of it for my other albums. So this is the alignment I chose, guys. I have not glued these down yet, but see, look at this, just this one big flower and two small flowers and this one gorgeous butterfly here lightens up this album. So just look at the beauty of this album just yet. Okay, just the paper, this print is just amazing. I just love this paper. So now let's take out our hot glue gun out. So now let's start gluing these flowers down, guys. I will be using this flower and applying some of the hot glue here and just gluing this down here, and the small flower, just a little bit of hot glue and just putting it here, the same here. Now this butterfly, let me apply hot glue and then just glue this down here. Okay, hold this down for a moment, and this one is done. The next thing we are going to do is take out this lace here, and in the middle, you see the middle, just cut a piece which is longer than the album, and just at the middle, just group this up like this. Okay, just group this up like this and apply hot glue in the middle, just some of the hot glue, and just glue this down. Be careful if you are using a strong, high volt hot glue, because the glue will be very hot. So now just place this here and apply glue to the entire thing here, and use the binder clips if necessary. Just center this up and just glue this down. Okay, if you want, you can put something heavy on this so that it sticks. Now let this dry for a moment. Now the next thing is, I am using this flower. Take out your hot glue and apply some glue here and just glue this down to the middle part. Okay, hold this down for a moment until it grabs. Now we are done. Now if you would have did this before gluing these pages down, you could have just wrapped it over, but now since we've already glued down our pages, we are just gonna clip this off with our scissors now. Okay, now let's do that. I'll do that and I'll show you. Now close your album like this and glue the rest of it down. Okay, do it when this is closed, guys. If not, your album will not open and shut properly. Just hold this down for a moment and glue this down like this. Okay, do this for all the sides. So after gluing this down, your spine should look something like this. Isn't this gorgeous, guys? I love it so much. Now the next thing we are going to do is, let's open this up, and you remember I told this about the ink pad in the materials list. Now let's take out this, and you see the edges here, just go like this. Okay, so that you will have a gold kind of effect on the edges. As you can see, it's not much, but just a small effect here. Okay, do the same for the other pages also. Okay, okay, so the last one here. You can do any color, guys, any color of your wish. Okay, so as you can see, there is a slight effect of the gold all around. So now we are done decorating our cover, but if you want to do something different, you can take your gem bling out and just go around the edges like this. Okay, so that it will give you a good feel. Okay, but if you don't want, if you like this plain look, you can go on with this. Look at the spine. Oh my god, I just love this spine piece. So now let's get into our inner pages. Okay, guys, so the next thing we will be doing is, we will be pre-cutting all our inner pages. Okay, so now let's take out the second sheet, that is this sheet, and let's turn this over so that the lines are going horizontally this way. Now let's measure over 8 inches and cut. Okay, and the leftover piece goes into your scrap pile. Now looking at it so that it is 12 inches across, measure over 6 inches and cut. Exactly like how I am doing, okay? So you will have 2 of these here, okay? The next piece that we will be needing is this sheet, okay? Set this aside, not in your scrap pile, set this aside and turn this so that this is your vertical lines, your lines are going horizontally this way, and measure over 8 inches and cut, okay? So like this. Put this piece in your reserves, okay? Now looking at it like this, measure over 6 inches and cut, okay? So set these 2 pages, waste pages, with this pages here, okay? The next thing which we need is this page, okay? Now look at it so that your peaks here goes this way, okay? Now measure over 8 inches and cut. Put the smaller piece in your scrap pile. Now looking at this like this, measure over 6 inches and cut, okay? Okay, now put this with the other base pages then, okay? The next piece which we need is this print. Now look, turn this so that your lines are going this way, measure over 8 inches and cut, okay? Put the smaller piece in your scrap pile. Now looking at it like this, measure over 6 inches and cut. So totally we will be having 6 inches by 8 inches pieces here, okay?